that football fans are talking about. I'm Toby Tarrant and I'll be here on the sofa with you for the next 3 hours talking all things football. Tonight, we are going North London crazy. Fans from both Tottenham and Arsenal will be slugging it out here on the sofa and on Skype as well. Is this the season that Spurs finally get one over on their bitterest rivals, or will Arsenal, as always, end up flattering to deceive, stumble in their quest for a Premier League title, but still finish above Spurs? Just to remind you, we are live 5 nights a week here on Sky 212, Facebook Live and YouTube. And if you get along to our website, fantv.me, you can register with us and you can watch us there live as well. We want to hear from you on Twitter as well. Please tweet us at FanTVUK. You can Skype us on the Fan TV channel, and we're also on Facebook. Just search for Fan TV UK there as well. Here is what's coming up on tonight's show. Last night, Manchester City destroyed Steaua Bucharest 5-0 in their Champions League qualifier, but all the talk is on the future of keeper Joe Hart. We'll be asking City fans if Pep has broken Joe's heart. One game in and Arsene Wenger is already feeling the heat following their 4-3 defeat to Liverpool. Arsenal fans have their say on Wenger and their hopes and fears this season. And will Kane and company deliver for Tottenham? Spurs fans will be airing their thoughts here on the sofa, and we have the man who discovered a fresh-faced Harry Kane here in the studio live tonight. We'll also be getting the latest from Germany and the start of the Bundesliga, and reviewing the traditional curtain raiser. The Community Shield was played on Saturday. Will it be another year of dominance for Bayern? Plus, we'll be across tonight's Champions League qualifiers involving Celtic, and Newcastle and QPR opposite ends of the table are in action in the Championship as well. But right now, this is a show by the fans for the Ferns. Let's get our first fans on tonight. From Spurs, we've got Andrew Malay, I've been told very well, and Simon Hackwell are joining us on the show. Come on, guys. Welcome. Did I get it right? Malay?
Almost. Better than I had from school teachers.
Better than you had from school teachers. Simon Hackwell, that's easy.
It's not that easy, it's Thackwell, but do you know what?
Brilliant. What a start.
What a start. As well.
What's a T?
Welcome to Fan TV.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Making your debut on the show, I believe, tonight. Do you like what we've done with the place?
Yeah, a little bit dizzy with the
it's a bit bright, isn't it? It's a bit. It's
bright.
I'm only here for 3 hours.
It's migraine central, isn't it?
It's television.
It really is.
Television. If you can't have glitz, what can you have?
Exactly. Glitz, the glamour. That is one thing we've got in abundance here at Fan TV. Glitz, the glamour.